Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Andrew here, back Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Here we are back in the Subs Choice series. In front of us, we still got the Land Rover, Range Rover, can't remember what it is. Inside here is one of the cars we built a while ago, the Luxor Baron, I guess you'd call it. And this is the car I thought the one person was talking about when he wanted that one over there, but I thought it was this one. That's why the reason why I said it was only, one engine only for this car. So this is the wrong one. And I'm just gonna leave this here and say, if you know, then you know. Old school, man. Old school. Anywho, there's the Luxor Bowen right here, the Cadillac. And yes, we can run you the 2-carb OHV. But what we're going to be working on today is behind door number, I guess we'll say door number 1, door number 2, and a half a door. What we're working on here is behind door number 2. Y'all ready? Boom, right here. Look at that. The Mach 1 is getting done today. That's right, amazing dude. You ate. Here's your car. It's finished. Just kidding. We're going to be stripping it right down today. I went and fixed the fender on it, fixed the door, and while the hood was new, I got the engine all painted up. Still got to order the body parts, which we'll do before we begin. But on another note, I got the motor in the Supra. She's done. Well, not done, but it runs. Sounds pretty smooth. Crisp throttle. 340 kilometers an hour this car is clocked for. Challenge accepted. I just wish it was right-hand drive, but it isn't. But no, that's the Supra. She got the motor in it now. I got your motor over there on the engine stand. Where are we going to start here first? I know what we're going to do. We're going to order some parts. We got the hood, we got the fender, we got the mirror for the driver's door. We just need the driver's door. We need all the glass, the bumpers, lights, all the good stuff. All the good stuff is what we need. So let's go over here to Bodyworks Station. Let's go here. We need the front bumper, the front left door, the window, the fender. We already got the door. We need door, window. We already got the fender. We need the rear window, rear bumper, left tail light. We got that mirror. We need the headlight, left body window A, right body window A, because we already got the hood. It's already on the car. The right headlight, right mirror, right tail light, the trunk, and the windscreen. We got to make sure we got that right tail light. You know what I mean? Can't have a left there. Got to have a right. All right. So they will be on order. They are in the works right now. Remember this? Ironically enough, they have it right above the fire extinguisher. Okay. Anywho, let's put this thing up in the air and seize what we're working with. Alright, let's see. Yeah, What do I see? Junk. What am I gonna see? When we're done, a beautiful hot rod. That's what we're gonna see. But currently, as it stands right now, same as this, same as all the Chevy products. When they first come into the shop, they're all junk. Doesn't matter what they are. Dodge, Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Nissan. It does not matter. When they first come through these doors, they are junk. We turn them into beautiful works of art when we are done. So, like I said, when they all come through the door, they're all junk. But we make them leave here in beautiful condition. So, without further ado, let's get going. This is from the last episode there, the wheels and stuff. I never did do anything else. I just closed the doors and went home for the day. You know what I mean? But that's okay. We're going to get that all fixed up right now. Going to get her all shiny new. I'm going to strip down all the body. Once we get the car stripped down to where it's just a bare shell, then what we're going to do, we're going to bring over a handy dandy little welder. We're going to let that thing go loose on it. And while that's going loose on it, we're going to build ourselves a motor. Now, the motor that comes with this car is a V8 Ford Cobra Jet 429. So the 429 Cobra Jet. We're going to be putting that motor back in here. If you so choose to want any of these other motor or engine options, let me know in the comments, and we will build you a motor for this car. But currently, right now, we're just going to keep the one that came with it. It's just going to be a little bit more beefier, we'll say. Probably running about 500 horsepower, 550, somewhere around there. And it's not a powerhouse motor, but it's authentic to the car, so I'm cool with that. You know, or put it 302. What other ones can we put in this? We put in the 302. We put in the Hemi. Put in 2-carb supercharged motor with 2-carb V8, small block 302. You know, the Hemi will get you about 700-ish horsepower, give or take. The supercharged motor will get you roughly just under to 1,000 horsepower. Maybe a little bit more, just a little bit under maybe. I can't remember how much that will put in here. So I don't think I've ever put, no, I don't. I'm trying to think here. Dang, I gotta stop thinking the house starting to go up with smoke here. Just kidding. But I can't remember if I've actually built one of the supercharged V8. I'm pretty sure this car I mostly do all, you know, back to whatever motor came with it. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, yeah, we're number 50. 50. But yeah, here's your car, man. We're gonna get her all bent up for you, man. Come here, look good, man. That's right, man. She's gonna be spectacular. Last night I was going a little old school. I went back in time to 2018, if you get what I'm saying. And I think we should take this spring off. And makes a person appreciate 2021, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, the spraying every now and then, you know, it comes a little pain in the butt. But you can't match the speed. The details, the stuff you're able to do. I mean, back in 2018, you couldn't paint nothing besides basically wheels and body panels. That was it. You know, there's very few performance parts versus in this day and age now, there's a lot of performance parts to put on these vehicles, which was pretty sweet. I like it a lot. Come on now, get off of them, man. Oh yeah, that's right, we gotta get ourselves some wheels for this thing. Now, I don't believe you've requested a set of wheels for this, I don't think. Pretty sure there's only one person who requested wheels, and that was for the Nissan Silvia. Hardest car in the world to freaking find, but you know, it is what it is, right? You know, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. We've surpassed and we conquered it. Oh yeah, I can't forget about that sway bar and length. B, that is. Alright, let's get this inner tie rod. Let's get the steering rack out of here. It don't need to be there, no man. And just so you know, if I do end up slurring my words or whatever, it's not because I've been drinking, it's because I'm on like 2 hours sleep. So, because right now, currently, it is Monday, June 9th at 10:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know why we're Eastern, but we're Eastern Time where I live. I should be Central Time, but, you know, because we're center of the country, so it wouldn't make sense to be Central Time, but it is what it is. We're Eastern. And yet we're in the West. I don't get it. Oh, well. I didn't write the book on that stuff. Alright. Let's drop her down. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like this blue. I like the nice little... It's almost like a robin's egg blue. Baby bluish. Sky blue. With the hockey stripe on it. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's pop this up after we turn the locks. Let's get that junky motor out. Ooh, what are you? Oh my god, you gotta get out of here. These parts are like junky. Alright, got that off. Let's see, we got anything else in here? Looking around, all I see is a silhouette. We good, man. We good. Alright. Come here, Mr. Welder. It's time for you to go to car lift B. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're gonna do... Boom. 1,600 simoleons. Alright, let's get her done. Alright, now that we've got that taken care of, let's work on Z engine block. And this is the color of the car, right here. I took the hood off the car and matched it up. Make sure it was correct to what you said you liked. Alright, let's put these crank caps in. We got one more right here. Beautiful, man. And we're going to go back a little old school on this video. We're not going to edit it. We're not going to make it look all fancy-dancy or put anything in. What we're going to do is we're just going to upload it today and see the rawness of it, you know what I mean? No editing, no nothing. What you see is what you get today. Yeah, that's another thing too, is that editing software that is only available on the PS3 or PS3. Ooh, my PlayStation 3 is thinking of me. Wants to play games, I guess. But on the PS4 and PS5, there's only one editing software, and it's slow as molasses. You know, just to render the video takes almost 45 minutes. And then you gotta wait for the upload time, which that's based upon your internet speed and stuff like that. And I got the bottom of the line internet, so it's not very fast. My wife doesn't want to upgrade it, so, you know, it is what it is, but... Alright. But it just, like, it takes just a few hours per video to put it up. So... That's not on you guys, that's me. That's my issue, not your guys's. Huh. Huh. You guys didn't see that. I just pulled that out of my storage, that's it, yep. Sorry, but there is a few things in... are you kidding me? Why's Ford always gotta be different? Ford and Dodge. Why they gotta be different? Yeah, okay, we'll put a little bit of shine on it. A little bit of shine, you know what I mean? Alright, let's put the distributor in. Alright, just like that. And we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do this. After we zoom in. Zoomy in. Alright, let's put that clip in. And we're gonna swing around to this side right there. And we're gonna put that clip in. Perfection. Put the coil on so we get a little bit of spork. Gonna put that on. I'm gonna back up here just a little bit. Put the overhead valve cam gear on. I'll put timing chain on, the V8 OHV. It should be. Timing cover. There you go. There you go. Looking good, man. It's looking good. I don't know if this is how you wanted the motor done. This is how we're doing it. If you don't like it, like I said, let me know in the comments what you would like changed, and we will change it for you. I do not have an issue with that. You know what I mean? This is more or less just the base. What can be done? Alright. We got that far. Now we're going to spin. Perfect. Alright. I'm going to do this. Put in the push rods. Gotta put in the push rods, man. after we put all the push rods in, then we're going to put in the rockers to rock and roll, man. Alright. Let's kind of drop down here just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Alright. Come on, rocker, let's go, man. You're driving me nuts, man. You're driving me nuts. Alright. Got a few more left to do on this side. Then we've got to switch over to the other side, do the exact same. And then we're going to put some sparkle plugs in. Then we got to put in some breathe pipes. Or exhale pipes, we'll say. The breathe pipe would be up here. The exhale pipe would be down here. Alright, let's put that on now. There we go. We'll put on the exhale pipe. Nice chrome. Nothing wrong with that, right? Everybody loves a little bit of chrome. Not a sponsor, but I'd just like to give a big shout out to Tim Hortons here. Thank you very much for your coffee. It's helped me tremendously over the years. Not a sponsor. Would love it to be one. You know, I drink enough coffee. I wouldn't doubt I pay over half their wages. The amount of coffee I drink through Tim Hortons. But actually, I've slowed down over years. I only go roughly twice a day now. Used to be where I wanted a coffee. You know, now keep in mind, I drink 2 pots of coffee a day. So, yeah. I used to drink a lot of Timmy's. A lot of Tim Hortons. You know, I've contributed to them, to their business expansions. It's funny, I'm not saying it's a joke, haha, you know, I pay half their wages and stuff like that because of how much coffee I drink, but it's kind of weird. Let me put this into perspective for you. After about 6 months of me going to a Timmy's on a regular basis, all of a sudden now they're upgrading and improving their stores. It's like they got all the funding now for me to, you know, it's kind of weird how that works. I mean, it really is, man. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? I love Tim Hortons coffee. I used to love Robin's, but because in this up here where I live in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, we used Robin's Donuts, which is like the Dunkin' Donuts of the U.S. I'll just put that as a comparison. Nothing competes with Dunkin' Donuts, supposedly, is what I've heard. I honestly don't know, but I used to be a heavy Robin's drinker. You know what I mean? Like Robin's Donuts coffee. But then, for some reason, it seemed like the milk was always tasting sour. The coffee was always tasting burnt. You know, like they make a pot and they, you know, never change it. You know, I can count on one hand in 6 years how many times the milk's, you know, because I drink it with milk in my coffee because I have to. If not, if I drink cream or anything like that, it just throws my stomach right out. But I can count on one hand how many times I've had my coffee not done right through Tim Hortons. On one hand. Now, we only got 4 fingers and a thumb on one hand, so. Now, when I used to work at Robin's as the baker, coffee was different. That was the good times, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is. I guess we should finish putting the manifold on here. You know, it is what it is, but I used to be a real advocate for Robin's Donuts. Wouldn't go to Tim Hortons. And like I said, Robin started messing around with their coffee, started not caring anymore. So I was like, all right, well, you just lost a customer. And many other people went the same way. Plus, at nighttime, there'd be a bunch of, what's the words here I'm looking for? Baby thugs? Wannabes, I guess you could say. Wannabe gangsters. They weren't, but they pretended to be. I mean, it's just neighborhood kids, but, you know, they kind of form their own gang and stuff like that, and they used to harass people and stuff like that whenever people go to Robbins, you know, the older crew, and they're like, screw that, we don't want nothing to do with this no more. And I don't blame them, to be honest. So, you know, everybody started going to Timmy's. It is what it is. You lost the business, man. You know what I mean? Alright, what are we doing here for wheels? Alright, let's see what we got here. 245, 60, 15. 245, 60, 15. Okay, we'll do... Excuse me. Alright, we'll do the front ones, 245, 60, 15. But we're going to do the rears just a bit different. 245, 60, 15. Alright, now for the rear, we're going to go 2, 15. And we're going to go 285. Yeah, 285, 60. Perfect. Alright. Now, where's the Mustang wheels? Where's you at, man? Come on. Where'd you go? Don't run away on me now. I know you're here somewheres. Where are ya? Man, why is stuff always so dang hard to find? You know what I mean? Actually, I went right by it. It's right here. Alright, let's go 4, 15, man. Alright. I guess we can start putting the car together. Parts ain't here yet. Alright, sorry about that. Dropped the controller there for a minute. Alrighty. Now, if by chance... if by chance, amazing dude, you ate. By the way, I love the name. I really do. Same with the other one there, too. Awesome dude, you ate. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. You know, the awesome dude you hate, or the amazing dude you hate. You know, I get it. I get it. That's awesome. You know what I mean? It's good stuff. Keep it up. Yeah. But I believe. Now, is your name the same as the other one there? Are you the same person? Awesome and amazing? That sounds kind of weird saying it like that. Are you the same person or are you different? Oh, dang, got a big wheel in the way. What happened? I got smacked in the face by a wheel silhouette. Alright, let's put the old... In the words of Derek Beery from Bicycle Garage, put the music pipes on. You know what I mean? It's the best analogy I've ever heard about exhaust music pipes. Especially got a nice sounding V8. Yeah, even some imports there, like the 2JZ or the Nissan RB. I'm not sure what that size motor is. I only know 2JZ because, well, that's being told everywhere. You know what I mean? Everybody's doing a 2JZ swap now. I don't know why. It was just... Remember back a few years ago when it was everybody was coming swapping everything? Or LS. Well, mind you, people still are LS swapping everything. But in all fairness, in regards to the LS, I don't know what I would like more. Small block Chevy or an LS? And I'll explain to you right now what I'm talking about. I have both. I have a 5.3 LS in my 13, and I have a 305 small block Chevy in my 91. Now, keep in mind, my small block Chevy is more or less stock, minus the cam that was changed because the previous, not the guy I got the truck from, he's the one who did all the work, but the guy previous to him rounded the cam. I mean, like, literally smoked it right out. I saw pictures of it when the guy pulled it out. He took pictures of everything to keep track of everything, put it all back together properly. And, I mean, this cam was shot. Like, there was no lobes on it. There was no, it was like, looked like a bunch of little steel wheels. And, I have the cam specs and stuff like that of what he put in there, and it's like nothing over stock. But then what he went and did, and I'm giving out my secrets to my truck, and I shouldn't, but I don't really care because it don't matter. It's if you can drive it or not. And he went and put in a new ECU, and he went and got the rev limiter removed. Yeah, in 11 years of putting the truck to the floorboard, I've yet to find the rev limiter on it. I've ran it out as hard as it will go, but I've never heard it bounce off a rev limiter. Never. And I mean, we've gotten that truck stuck. It's all over the place. But now, the reason why I mention that is because my 91's only got a 308 rear gear. Okay. Oh, let's back that phone up there a minute. My 91's only got a 308 gear in the rear end. Very high. I believe it is, or is it low? I can't remember. Anywho, the 91 or the 13's got a 342 in the rear. Yet my 91 leaves so much harder off the line, and that's the small block Chevy versus, you know, the LS 5.3. There's a reason for that, and this is what I'll tell you, and this is what I've found out. The 5.3, good motor, solid for the most part, minus the AFM DOD crap that's in it, which is going to be coming out soon enough, as soon as I can afford it. That's going to be getting all swapped out of there. But the 13 is drive-by-wire. My 91 is drive-by-cable. Instant. As soon as you hit that throttle pedal in that 91, it's gone. It launches, it's gone like you wouldn't believe. And then versus my 13, it's got the drive-by-wire, so it's got to be triggered through the ECU, and because it's all original, it's never been tuned. You know, it's got, I want to say somewhere between a 5 to 10 second delay in the gas pedal before it actually triggers to go to the throttle body. Well, that is, in my opinion, extremely dangerous, especially in the city I live in, because I drive literally. I prefer to gas out of a situation versus slam on my brakes, if you get what I'm saying. And my 91, I can basically get out of almost any situation that I'm placed in, because there's no delay in the gas pedal. It's you hit the throttle and you're gone. Like, you just hook and book. Or in the words of Talladega Nights, shake and bake. But my 13, it's got such a delay in the gas pedal, I don't know what to do with it. And so, I honestly believe, out of the whole, my 91, that's the reason why it's won so many hole shots and distance runs, is because of that delay in those gas pedals. You know, if I were to bring my 91, like, it hasn't been out in a few years now because I've been slowly repairing it, we'll say, trying to get rid of leaks and fix issues that have been wrong with it and stuff. But if I bring that truck back out on the road, everybody, when they see it, wants to race it. Everybody. And I scratch my head at them going, why? You're just going to lose. I mean, you know, I can't bet nobody no money. It's not fair. I don't want to take anybody's money. But right now, currently as it stands, I've only lost... I know I shouldn't be talking about this on here, but I've only lost one race in Mexico, we'll say. And that was to a white Ford Mustang. For granted, I just recently realized why my 91 was running as rough as it was. I guess when I changed the injector connector, I didn't click it all the way down or nothing. That'd be my guess. I don't know. I went a couple weeks ago there and I found out that one of the passenger side injector connector, because I got a throttle body on a TBI, I found out that the injector connector wasn't connected. So I was like, huh, it still ran. And truth be told, the truck will run without the number one spark plug in. It's done it. All right, let's get this motor. We're going to put the motor in at least. And then we're going to run back and go grab the body panels and the wheels and tires, and we got to put them together. All right, let's grab your motor here. How's that looking? Pretty good? Like how it looks? Kind of looks more like a brown if you ask me, but that's because this right here is different. So, here's what it is. All right, let's see here. All right, we got that done. All right, let's go look for some stuff. That's a nice car. I like that one. All right, let's see here. Hey, I can get back here now. Need to make a call. All right, here's the wheels and tires. Perfect, got them. All right, let's see. Body panels, body panels, body panels. Where are you at? I don't know why they keep putting back. Oh, there they are here. Yeah, I don't know why they keep putting all the stuff back here, but I guess they do. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we got the wheels. Perfect. Got all the body panels. Beautiful. All right, let's get this thing done. Get her done, man. Let's get her done. Yeah, well, you know, I just can't leave well enough alone. This is a proven fact. Ooh, that would look good, eh? Ooh, fancy. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're just going to keep that the way it is. We're not painting it. We're going to keep it chrome. But that bronze color, though, that actually looks pretty good. Dang good on those wheels, I might have to say. Alright, first thing first, let's put this one. We're going to go 245, 60, 15 right there. Hey, a little bit of chrome edge, you know. I didn't really want to bring up another chrome just in case I'm deleting one of those colors or something. Who knows? But, alright, 245, 60, 15. We're going to do these ones first. Beautiful. Alright, come on now. There we go. We got this one right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this one off and we'll put this one on. Just like this. I may have put too big of a wheel in the back. Oh no. Alright, let's get this one. Let's do this one. Perfection. Put this big wheelie on there. Perfect. Let's grab this last one off right here. Alright. Boom. Boom. Doesn't get any better than that or easier than that, huh? Alright. And we gotta put transmission and stuff in anyway, so we'll put this back up in the air. Alright, now we can put this wheel on here. Now, did I go too big or does it fit? Ooh, that fits nice. Perfect. Alright, put this wheel on now. Jump our way all the way over to here. Alright, let's put this pipe on. Transmission on. Let's put the drive shaft in. Alright, now we're going to stick this other musical pipe in. Alright, I'll put the front wheels on now. Alright, I'm going to jump on over here to the other side, put this one on. Alright, now what we're going to do is bring this over here to test path. Dang, that alignment looks pretty darn good. Alright, before we do all the alignment, we're going to put all this on. Alright, well, we're also going to have to worry about interior too, I guess. So let's go... Where's your at? So it's just the front seats. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Where's you at? Where's you at? Mustang, where'd you go? Right there. And then we gotta get the Mach 1 steering wheel. Where's you at? Huh. There it is, right there. Perfect. Alright, then pull this out of here. And hopefully by the time we get all the body panels and stuff done on this, the parts should have showed. Alright, let's hope so anyway. There we go. Alright, let's put this window in. That mirror. Alright. Dang alarms, hopefully I don't get copywritten. Alright. Alright, I think the body is done minus license plates. $90, $90, $100. Huh. Okay, well, let's move this over here to the old paint shop. Oh wait, we still gotta give this thing an alignment. Duh. Maybe we should put a battery in the car, what you think? That's what I'm maybe thinking. I got one in here somewhere. I don't know what the deal is with all this stuff today. Man, talk about a fight and a half. Whew. Call me a struggle bus, man. Oh yeah, we got lots of fuses and relays this time around. I'm gonna purchase a whole bunch of them. Cause I knew. Alright, now we're gonna put in the relay B. The other relay B. The last relay B. Yeah, we'll use that one. That'll look like a good one. They really need to modernize this. What I mean by that means you buy a brand new part, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. It's just like how everything is nowadays. I can't get over on how quality control for automotive parts has went right down the tubes, man. I mean, like, it is ridiculous nowadays. You know, I'm kind of glad my dad taught me how to refurbish parts when I was younger. But it's like, wow. Because, you know, if I get something, you know, I can always make it work. I can always 9 times out of 10 fix whatever the issue is without having to buy new parts. But I mean, kind of glad the old man taught me that, because especially with the way on how today's parts are, they ain't the greatest. Like, here's the deal, and I don't understand this. Like, the frame in my 13 is in worse shape than the frame in my 91. Let that sink in for a minute. That's what I mean, quality control. What did they forget to do? Put on these trucks when they sent them out the door. Boggles my mind, I tell you. Alright, I'm going to bring you over to the paint shop now, finally. Perfection. And I might actually have to pull that wheel back some. I guess it might be just the way it's sunk. I don't know. Ooh. Yep. That's her. Right there. Sorry, bud. If you don't want the Mach 1 striping on it, let me know. I'll change it. But come on, man. Does that not look good? Man. Y'all are impressing me, man. I mean, you guys really are with your color combinations. I mean, I sit there myself thinking, it's orange or it's white or, it's just a weird color. But when you look at it like this, like, man, I understand. I get it. Man. All right. Now we got that there. While we're letting that cure for a minute, let's go grab our seats. Oh, walked right by it. Boom, look at that right there. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. But I get it. Like, just look at that. I get it. I really do. Alright, let's put in this seat. Let's put in this seat. Put in the steering wheel. One thing about the cars from back in this time period, they mostly use the same parts, if I had to guess. Because you look at an old school style steering wheel for GM, and it looks similar to this too. It's weird. Stranger things, man. Stranger things. Alright. Let's bring this over here. Perfect. Look at that. I'm not a fan of orange by no means. But, man, that's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. Yep. But alright. It's going to do it for this episode here. Next episode, we're going to put all the fluids in, put it on the dyno, and then we're going to start working on this one right here. That's going to be the next one that we do right here. So, alright, everyone. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we shall catch you all on the next one. Bye, everyone.